Okay, so it's the 6th of November. This has arrived. What does that say on the back? Oh. So yeah, where's my knife? Amazon US have done it again, where they've actually sent it in a box. Unlike Amazon UK, which either sends things in a paper bag or nothing at all. And lo and behold, there's actually a little bit of packing in there. Slip covers perfectly fine. So this is Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, Terror Time edition. So yeah, what is it with this one? There's a little bit of fraying just at the bottom, but yeah, slip cover is pretty much alright. So, question some people might have is, what's the difference between this one and the previous version, which, oh, I can see where it is, it's right at the bottom of the shelf there. But what's the difference between this and the Warner Archive version? Well, in terms of the transfer, it's exactly the same, for better and worse. Better because, well, 99% of it, perfectly great transfer, and that HD transfer, it looks amazing. However, if you remember the original version of this, that released on Blu-ray just over a year ago now, had an issue where basically Daphne's hand would get glitched out and would disappear in one shot. It was just in one shot. I did a YouTube short comparing it, and unfortunately this also has that issue apparently. Obviously I don't know because I haven't watched it yet, but apparently it does have that issue. Which yeah, basically they didn't fix it for this release. And apparently the reason that issue exists is because basically it was a DNR issue on it. So yeah, unfortunately that was an issue. Now the one other thing you do get on this, which in terms of new stuff, where's the booklet? Is the booklet inside? I'm assuming the booklet must be inside, but the two things you get with this is you get a booklet, but also you get an audio commentary by Matt Duggan. So those are the two things you get. Ooh, very strong plasticky smell. But yeah, here's the little booklet and that you get. Let's have a look. So, you know, just got nice little bits of information on that about the film and that itself. That looks quite soft, actually. Yeah, that is just clearly, you know, a screenshot from the film. It is quite soft. I mean, the rest of my screens, but still. That last one was very, very soft. Matt Duggan posing with Scooby-Doo on the opening night of Scooby-Doo live action film 2002. So yeah, it's interesting that they got Matt Duggan to do a commentary for this. That is interesting because I'm not gonna lie, I would have liked, I don't know, maybe Frank Welker or someone else, you know, who actually, you know, was working on this, to have actually, you know, done the commentary on this. It's a little bit weird. But we've got the disc itself, which does have a piece of artwork, which is just screenshots and that from the film. But we do have that. And then we do have a backdrop on that as well, of Simone's house. And also chapter selections. Hooray. Which, yeah, very rare to see actual chapter selections on a disc these days. Being interesting to see one of them. But yeah, those are the two other things you get. That you get that commentary and you get that booklet. And obviously, this does not have, thankfully for most people, it does not include Return to Zombie Island, which means obviously it's using the original artwork, so it's sharing that from the original. However, which version should you get? I was going to do a separate review on this, but to be honest, I'm probably just going to answer that question now. Which version should you get? Should you get this one or the Warner Archive one? Because this is more expensive than the Warner Archive one. Yeah, this is... I think the Warner Archive one is about around the $20 mark, whereas this, I think it was $27. It cost me, I think, about £31 to import to the UK. But which out of the two should you get? And the question is, if you care about the packaging, then basically this is the one to get. And also, if you're a die-hard Zombie Island fan, this is obviously the one to get, though you probably have the previous one as well. However, if you just want to watch Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island, you know, the HD scan and that of it, the HD restoration, and you're not really that bothered about the packaging, go with the Warner Archive version. It's cheaper than this one. This does include the original trailer, which I'm pretty sure the Warner Archive one did as well. But yeah, basically this one is generally more of a collector's item. It's also worth noting that this was not released by Warner Brothers themselves. This is a licensed release, but I can't remember who the distributor was. But this is I think this is a licensed release by another distributor, if I remember rightly. But it is again the exact same transfer, and that is the previous one. But yeah, that's the best way to basically say it. In terms of the new things you got that little booklet, and you get an audio commentary. But is the audio commentary all like cracked up to be? I don't know. But yeah. But there we go, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. You know, will it ever get a 4K Blu-ray? Possibly, actually, because since it does have film elements, the more I look at this slip cover, actually, the more indents and stuff I see to it. It could be worse, but still. But yeah. Also, bonus mix. I was going to say, it says bonus material not rated. I was going to say, because the film itself does have a rating. It's PG, if I remember rightly. But yeah, there we go, people. There we go.